Yo, what are you telling me, YouTube? It's Az here from Screentalk, and welcome to Screentalk Recommendations. Something we usually do on our socials, but we decided, let's bring it onto YouTube for the wider public to see, and just to see little gems that you can get yourself invested in. You know, from film to TV to anime to gaming. That's all we cover here, so why not share it with the public and give you something to watch or play? So, without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all our socials where we usually do Screen Talk recommendations. And let's get straight into this one. One of my recommendations is a film called Pirates, written and directed by Reggie Yates. It tells the story of three teens traveling from North London to South London in the search of the ultimate turn-up for New Year's. Obviously, this is set in 1999, 2000s. So, I suggested this because I enjoyed it when I watched it. It's more different to the typical hood stories that you get here from London, from Britain, from the UK urban scene. So you can watch it on Netflix, you can watch it on Prime Video, and I think you can watch it on all four. I may be wrong, but 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's a good comedy, drama. I'd think myself is there for the family. You can watch it by yourself, you can watch it with the family, watch it with your friends. It's a good time watching. Highly enjoyed it when I watched it. It was funny. It was great to see the chemistry of the three teens, and the supporting cast was great. So, Pirates by Reggie Yates is one of my recommendations.
Hey guys, my name is Emmanuel. Welcome to Screen Talk, and this is my recommendation video for film, TV show, and video game. So let's get into it. Right, my film recommendation, gonna say TV show last. My film recommendation to watch is definitely The Grey Man on Netflix, and this has been out since 2022. So if you haven't watched it, I do urge you to go and watch it, because this is a very well-structured movie starring Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. And as a big Marvel fan myself, seeing Chris Evans in a new light, in a different kind of light, is very interesting to watch. So me personally, I would rate this film an 8 out of 10, definitely. I think everyone should go and watch it because it definitely moved me.
Yo guys, it's Kitan from Screentalk here, and it's been a while since I've done one of these. Obviously, if you kind of follow film, TV, you know there's a strike in Hollywood now, so there's no films, shows, all of that. It's kind of all on pause. So we're basically doing Screentalk recommendations, so just some films and series that we've kind of watched recently that I guess we're going to recommend to you guys for you to check out. So it shouldn't be a long one. Obviously, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all of that jazz. All the links to all the films and series should be in the description. And so the first film that I watched recently was Breakfast at Tiffany. It's directed by Blake Edwards. I think this came out like the 1960s. I'm kind of like a, old head in terms of watching, kind of old Hollywood cinema, all of that. And it stars Audrey Hepburn. Some of you may know her. I think it's probably one of her most famous roles. And I think it was just interesting exploring kind of like the social issues of like a New York elite. I think that's the word for it. No, socialite, sorry. New York kind of like socialite, and just exploring how she finds her way in like the Big Apple, the big city. Then obviously she meets a neighbor in her apartment, and I guess that's like the general kind of backstory, kind of backbone. And I just found it interesting in terms of how the war was kind of like socially acceptable at the time, and how I guess people like her character in the film kind of navigated that. So I guess if you're into like old Hollywood or cinema, or you just or kind of curious about it, I'd recommend Breakfast at Tiffany's, definitely.
Hello, Screen Talk Nation, Screen Talk family. It is me, Malachi Diamond from the Screen Talk team. I know it's been a while since you've seen my face on camera, but us in the Screen Talk team, we've been, changing a lot, behind the scenes to make sure that our content is even better than it previously was. So yeah, I've got a very special video for you here today. So about a couple weeks ago, Ijaz, who is also on the Screen Talk team, my Screen Talk brother, he sent all of us this challenge, right? And he said, hey man, for our Screen Talk audience who we love and care about so dearly, if you guys could suggest some films and TV shows for them to watch in their spare time. And as soon as I heard that, I immediately jumped up and said, whoa, I 100% can do that. I can do that. And what I've decided to do is I've chosen 2 films and 1 television show, all British. I think the reason I ended up choosing British ones is because I feel like if I would have went American, there might have been some ones that overlapped with others and might have been a bit more obvious. So I decided to, let's keep it British, let's keep it at home, and, hopefully you guys take these suggestions, you watch it, and also my social media information will be somewhere around here, if not in the description. So once you've watched it, message me, let me know, and we can start a discussion. So without further ado, let's start. So number 1 on my list, my number 1 recommendation is Kidulthood, directed by Minhaj Huda in 2006. I've actually got 2 of these films I'm gonna share with you on Blu-ray. I am a proud Blu-ray collector. I like to collect Blu-rays for my favorite films. So yeah, here is the Kidulthood one. Kidulthood. You see the back there. You got the disc there. I don't think I can put into words in a couple minutes how much I love this movie and also how much this movie has influenced me as a director. But in due time, I will be writing a Malachi's Classic Movie Reviews edition covering Kidulthood. So for now, I'm going to give you some of my brief reasons as to why I think you should watch it. But with the article, I will expand upon it much more in great depth whenever that releases. So Kidulthood, what can I say? For those who have not watched it, Kidulthood came out in 2006 and is considered one of the most innovative films in British cinema history, mainly because up until that point there hadn't been many films tackling urban Britain and young people, so this was a big kick in the door in the industry, and it led to a number of films following kind of its formula, if you will. Influential to the maximum. I absolutely love this film. I remember the first time I actually watched this film was in 2017 and was doing my GCSEs, and in specific GCSE media. And this was a film that had been on my list for a very long time because I'd always heard about it. My older brother had watched it. My dad had watched it. But obviously I was too young in 2006. I was 5 years old, so I had to wait a long time. And one day I was like, you know what? Let me give this a watch. And ever since I watched it back in 2017, guys, I've been absolutely in love with this film. From the gritty aesthetic that really captures, in my opinion, 2000s London, specifically West London. The acting from all the cast members are great. In specific, I'd like to highlight Emmanuel, who plays Trevor/Trife. Just a phenomenal performance from him, a breakout performance. I've actually had the pleasure of meeting Emil Amin, and what a great guy and what a great actor, director, and just a great figurehead for British cinema, in my opinion. And this film really was a statement, and I just love the dynamic of a group of 3 friends and so much wild stuff happening within a 1-day period. Is very riveting, is very exciting. They have to overcome an older gentleman named Sam, who is like the kind of neighborhood bully kind of picks on all the school kids. And it's just, it's a lot of unpredictability because you've got these young people, it takes place within a day. You know, you've got, you know, Trevor, who's influenced by his uncle. You know, he's got his girlfriend, Alyssa, who he's broken up with, who she's pregnant and he doesn't know. So there's just all these moving parts. And, you know, I have to say the end, I'm not going to spoil it, obviously, but the end is heartbreaking. It's still, every time I watch it, it pulls on my heartstrings because it's just such an emotional ending. And yeah, it's just a great film. I can literally rewatch this film over and over and over again. In fact, I might rewatch it tonight. Who knows? So yeah, Kidulthood, directed by Huda, 2006 is my first suggestion.
Hey guys, it's Timi here from Screen Talk, and this is my segment of the Screen Talk recommendations. You guys know how to hit you with the good stuff because me, Timi, I don't ever miss. You guys have seen Timi takes before. But where am I gonna start with? I'm gonna start with my film recommendation is my favorite film of all time. It can't be beaten, it can't be topped. And that film is Real Still, starring Hugh Jackman and Evangeline Lilly. Real Still is a movie about robot boxing in the future, and my goodness, they take that concept and they really, really run with it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. What an absolutely brilliant film from start to finish. The movie does get slander, but unfortunately, since it's my favorite film, it cannot receive slander from me at all. Because how do you create such a perfect movie? Do you get? You take the family drama, you mix it with high stakes, high level boxing, robot boxing, and you just get a perfect blend of a film. Like, guys, this is crazy, crazy, crazy cinema. Ahead of its time too. The movie only came out in 2011, but it's absolutely one of the best movies I have ever watched. Guys, I'm not kidding. Real Still, if you have an opportunity to watch it, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't think it's out anywhere, like major streaming platforms, so you might have to navigate your way around that. But I'm telling you guys, Real Still, what a film. What a film. Guys, please, do it for Timi. If you haven't already, watch Real Still. It is one of the best decisions you could ever make. Robot boxing, and like, it doesn't get better than that. Like, Atom was just like, and then the Zeus with the Midas, and then, oh, guys, no, like, Real Still. You know what, this has inspired me to watch the movie again. I'm actually just gonna go watch the movie again. It might actually be on Amazon Prime. It might be on Amazon Prime, actually, now that I think about it. Check Amazon Prime if you have it, because I'm pretty sure it might be there, because I think I watched it on there last time.
And the second one is actually from this year, starring Tiana Taylor, and it's called 1001. It was directed by A.V. Rockwell. It's basically just shows about how she basically tries to piece her life together after coming back out of jail. Just basically growing up in that part of America at that time. I think there's a period piece as well. I think it's maybe like the 1980s, 1990s, and that's when the story's set. And just kind of depicts how, maybe for like Black American women, how they kind of try to fit back into the neighborhood that they kind of left behind after she went to prison. So she goes back to the same neighborhood basically, and tries to fit in, tries to make ends meet. She basically looks after this boy, and it kind of goes through his life and her life, how her relationships obviously affect his life, his decisions, what he grows up to be. And there are some definitely interesting kind of turns the story takes. I just found it quite intriguing, and I think for Tiana Taylor, so I think it's the first time I've seen her act, because I don't know her too well, but I know she kind of does choreography, in terms of like dancing and all of that. So, but she was very good in it. So I would recommend, again, if it's something you're into, then I'd highly recommend it.
Hello guys, my name is Joseph, co-founder and leader of the social media engagement team, and let's get right into my Screentalk recommendations. This is near and dear to my heart because I had this on DVD. You know them random DVDs, like growing up in the 2000s, you always have like one random DVD, like you don't know where it came from, you don't even know how you got into it, your parents probably just found it and thought it'd be interesting that you have it. This one came out in 1999 and it has a really, really, really heavy cast in terms of like star power. Hank Azaria, Eddie Izzard, William H. Macy, Kel Mitchell, Ben Stiller, Jeffrey Rush. Now, if you are a 90s, 2000s kid, you know, that cast is going to be making sense to you. You know what I'm saying? You know it's going to be a good film based off that cast. It's a film about a group of superheroes. But it's just a group of people who are trying to do a good thing. They call themselves superheroes, but not really a lot of superheroes, not really a lot of superpowers throughout the group. But it's very satirical, very funny. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Even as Kel from Kel and Kitan and Kel in there as well. And yes, 2 hours. Didn't do well box office wise, but I really enjoyed it. And I remember having that DVD when I was younger. I even brought it into a last day of school when I was in primary school, and everyone's like, what the hell is this? We don't watch this. And you know what? From then on, I've been trying to get the film's name out there. I really like it. Mystery Men. And yeah, so normal plot, group of superheroes trying to defeat a supervillain in any way they can, but obviously very, very funny along the way.
On to my second suggestion, which is a British film, once again. Also came out in 2006. I have Red Road, directed by Andrea Arnold. Get the back there. There it is. An absolutely brilliant storytelling film. Absolutely brilliant. I first watched this film actually in 2020, in my second year of university. And how I ended up coming to watch this film was that there's another film of Andrea Arnold's called Fish Tank, which I also own on Blu-ray. There you go. Which is a great film as well, by the way, that I also suggest you should watch. But Red Road's going to be the one that I'm talking about here. And this film came out in 2009, so 3 years after Red Road. And I'd actually watched Fish Tank as a part of my A-level film studies. So because of that, you know, I wanted to explore Andrea Arnold's filmography even more. I watched her short film from 2003 called Wasp, which I believe won an Oscar. And Red Road is the film that I came to because I ended up writing an entire assignment analyzing her filmography. So Red Road to me is her best work. I think the story on the surface is different to what you expect. So when you first expect it, so it's about this woman called Jackie, who is played by Kate Dickie, who just does an amazing performance in this film because she really gives you like a person who is really lonely. Like, I know loneliness is something that is explored in so many films, but the way they explore loneliness through her character, especially through, you know, her eyes and her perspective, is absolutely masterful. You really do feel compassion towards her, especially once you find out the reason as to why she is lonely, which is a thing that's built up over the film. It's something I don't want to give too much information to because I don't want to actually spoil the outline of the film because it's not as clear as, let's say, Kidulthood. But there's so many twists and turns in the film, and you really do feel sorry for her character because she's been through so much, and she's kind of on her own. She's seeking her own form of vindication and revenge, in a way which is very complex in terms of logically it's not the way that you would go about doing that. But that's the way she feels as if she's pushed to go that route. It's set in Scotland, and it's just an amazing film. It's another film that I've rewatched quite a few times, and just, I said the performance here from Kate Dickie is absolutely amazing, and the way that Andrea Arnold, as the director, manages to capture the loneliness and what it truly means to be lonely, it's honestly amazing. Just fantastic film.
So my movie recommendation is one of my favorite action scenes, Casino Royale. Now this film has just does so many things right. The recast of the debut of Daniel Craig as James Bond, the theme song is incredible too. The cinematography, the action scenes, the action, all of it is just phenomenal. I love how this version of Bond is just so insane as well. He goes crazy. Like, this guy, every time he gets a lead, he ends up killing the lead even though he needs the lead alive. He has no filter whatsoever, and I love how gritty this James Bond is too. It's probably one of the more darker James Bond films we've got. And I love how this film is really bold, of doing like 40 minutes of just poker. I have no idea how to play poker, innit? And even I was intrigued, and I was rooting for Bond to win all of it. So I love the film so much. Just even the ending, you know, it's like it ends with a cliffhanger, and it's just amazing. He says the iconic line, you know, "But I'm Bond, James Bond." Like, it's amazing. The film is just, go watch it. It's on Amazon Prime, so I think the whole series except the newest one, No Time to Die, is on Amazon Prime. So try that out for sure.
My recommendations is Dreaming Whilst Black. You can watch it on BBC iPlayer. It's created and stars Ajaini Salman, and it's about an inspiring filmmaker called Kwabena on his search to basically make it in the industry. Obviously, he's trapped in his recruitment job, and you just see hijinks from families, friends, and just how he operates trying to make it into the industry. It's a fun mini-series which you can watch on BBC iPlayer. Hilarious from the start to the finish. I think it's 6 episodes. Don't know if it's greenlit for a season 2. I hope it's greenlit for a season 2. I'll be there when it gets announced. But yeah, Dreaming Whilst Black. It spoke to me as an aspiring filmmaker. In London, all these hijinks, I'm like, yeah, this will probably be something that I have to go through. Fun to watch with family, fun to watch by yourself, fun to get inspiration if you are an aspiring filmmaker yourself. And yeah, Dreaming Whilst Black. BBC iPlayer. One of my recommendations is a show called Gangs of London. You can watch it on Sky, Now TV, Prime Video. You probably have to pay for that on Prime. It tells the story of London just being completely torn apart. The dynamics of powers have shifted since one crime family boss died, and now we're trying to find out who did it, as all the other gangs are trying to fight for power. And in the middle of that, there's a character called Elliot. And that's all I say. I could get into more of it, but that will be spoilers. Go tap into that right now. There's 2 seasons. Go invest yourself in the world of Gangs of London. It's a deeper gang life in those streets. Money, yeah, listen, women, yeah, listen, everything. Go watch that. Go tap into that when you can. And listen, season 3 is in development. I think it's in production right now. It might start filming soon. Who knows? Listen, when season 3 drops and we start reviewing it on the channel, and you're all confused about, oh, Gangs of London, no one told me that. No, we did. I did. Listen, tap into that. Get involved in that. We might even do a watch party on Discord when episodes drop. The action scenes with the way it's shot, the writing, that. Listen, I'm there. I'll be there when season 3 drops. I'll be there. So go watch season 1 and 2 right now. Gangs of London, Now TV, Sky, Prime Video, maybe others. Yeah, go watch that.
Onto my TV show recommendation, and this TV show, I'm gonna do a bit of backstory for this one. This TV show was actually recommended to me by a friend. At first, when he told it to me, I was a bit skeptical, because the genre of the TV show is murder mystery. And when he said it to me, I was a bit skeptical. I was thinking, murder mystery really is one of them things you'll kind of guess and it actually happens. But I actually took time out and watched it, and guess what? This is another TV show that changed my life. This TV show is absolutely amazing, and it is called Only Murderers in the Building. If you haven't heard of it, please get to know. It is on Disney Plus, and Only Murderers in the Building, which has been out since 2021. I promise you, is a TV show that is just absolutely amazing. You're on the edge of your seat the whole time. You don't know what's going to happen in the next episode, and it's just a must watch. There's no way you can go watch an other TV show without watching Only Murderers in the Building. Even the title itself alone should make you feel like watching this TV show. Only Murderers in the Building is an amazing TV show that I do recommend that everyone should go and watch.
Hey guys, it's your boy Henry. You've most likely seen me on Screentalk and me manga section, giving the reviews of Bleach. So I'm here to give another short thing, innit? My first one's gonna be 911. If you've seen it, you've seen it. Like, I am recommending this because it was TikTok that recommended this to me in like April-ish, I think it was. It was I saw little clips here and there. I was like, you know what, TikTok shows or TikTok movies, when you see it, they tend to slap. So I was like, okay, the little bits I've seen, why not? So what did I do? I invested and went into it. Yeah, so obviously 911 is about obviously a firefighter, that's the main character, who had a tragic backstory. Obviously, he comes in, moves into a new town, and then he has to start back up. Obviously, it's not just about him. The whole story is about 6 seasons. Whole story has to do with obviously different people, different characters, and side characters get time to shine. Everyone has a story, and everyone's connected. So it's like a well-rounded family. You get to see. There's always action. Obviously, they go on their fire crusade. There's obviously police work involved in it by one of the characters as well. So it's Nathaniel Bassett, however you say, apologies, but yeah, you definitely see that happening. There's a lot. I won't lie to you, it's very, very emotional. It's got me hooked. This time I was crying. I mean, I was tears coming down both cheeks because I couldn't believe what was happening. Expect the unexpected. Just anything in that show, anything can happen. Death, near death, misery. They obviously deal with actual situations, so that spoilers, like suicide, stuff like that. So they deal with like real life stuff that happens. Obviously, this takes place in America, so obviously a lot of things are American related, but obviously it's still relatable to like everyday life and like to us. I don't know if normal people's the right word, but us folks. Where to watch it? Disney Plus. You got Disney Plus. Go watch it. I don't know what you did. Just go watch. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. If you have an issue with it, come back, message me, and I'll apologize. But 911 is a must-see show for this year. Season 7's getting renewed. It's been renewed because it got cancelled initially, but it's been picked back up, and yeah, they're gonna be going into it. My second one, The Rookie. Tell you, TikTok is great. We recommend shows. TikTok recommended me The Rookie as well. Oh, now on, I finished that, binged it instantly. The Rookie, binged it, finished it. So The Rookie is about obviously an older guy, say in his late 40s-ish, who had a career, had a defining moment which helped change his career path and decided to become a police officer. But obviously, he's a rookie. However, he's practically the oldest they've ever had to be a rookie because of his age or whatnot. So obviously, he's looked down upon at the start of the series. So it's just about his life journey and how obviously he has a goal, and he's not going to let anyone stop it, and like he's not going to let anyone just talk to him anyhow. Do you know what I mean? So it's by him trying to learn, research, try to obviously keep up with the newer generation as well of police officers or like the team and stuff like that. Having to take all these people younger than him, old enough to be obviously kids and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'll see this one emotional. They tell you that emotional. It had everything in there. Like, it seriously does, from the start to the end. It's just spectacular. There's I think, if I remember right, it's about 5 seasons ish. Yeah, I think about 5 seasons. Great work. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was going to be boring, but obviously the police work they do obviously normal police work. I think the SWAT they do it had everything in there. Like, it seriously does, from the start to the end. It's just spectacular. There's I think, if I remember right, it's about 5 seasons ish. Yeah, I think about 5 seasons. Great work. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was going to be boring, but obviously the police work they do obviously normal police work. I think the SWAT they do some SWAT stuff as well, but it's obviously slight mystery. I was keeping your toes here and there. Characters, very good world building. This and Now One both have great world building and character development in them. So I would definitely recommend that to watch. The Rookie, you have to watch online. Yeah, you know what I mean. You have to just watch online. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo guys, it's Ijaz, and this is time for my Screen Talk recommendation. Now, this is by no means an underrated gem. It's by no means unknown, but if you're into sitcoms, then I'll recommend New Girl. It's only 7 seasons. It's on Disney Plus, which I'm assuming most people have at this point, and I think it's one of the best best sitcoms that's come out in the last 20 years. I think if you enjoy Friends, you'll very much enjoy New Girl. It's got a great cast of characters. It follows these 5 friends living in an apartment in Los Angeles, and it's just crazy. I say crazy. It's funny, because there's just shenanigans after shenanigans. Overall, it's a very wholesome story. It follows the main character, Jess. She just got over a really bad breakup after she got cheated on, and she just moved just to get a fresh start. And she moves in with 3 guys, Winston, Schmidt, and Nick, and they are the funniest trio of guys I've ever seen. They bounce off of each other, and they have the best chemistry I've ever seen in any TV show since Friends.
For the third kind of thing we need to recommend, this one's a series and it's called From. And I think the lead actor in this was also in, I think, one of those well-known series, Lost. And it is, I guess, kind of thriller, horror, mystery. I think it's kind of a mixture. So, because the basic concept is that there's this town in America somewhere that once you kind of drive into it, you can't kind of get out. And they're not kind of sure as to why that is. And then it just basically unravels, and they kind of learn about the different backstories of the different residents that obviously live there and how they got there. There's 2 seasons out currently. I think they're going to do a third. It was really interesting. That's all I can really say on it, because I don't want to kind of spoil it. But obviously, if mystery, thriller, horror, if that's what you're kind of into, I'd recommend it. It's called From, literally F-R-O-M. And yeah.
The last piece of media I'm going to suggest to you is actually not a film, it's a television show. And it's a television show from BBC from 2018 called Informer, right? Now, this is interesting. So when this came out in 2018, my dad, he watches a lot of television shows, and he had let me know that, this is a great drama series. It's 6 parts. It takes, different people's perspectives around this one event, and it builds the picture and builds the story. And I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. And I really took forever to watch it. I only watched it last year. So 4 years since it had been out. And when I watched it, I regretted not watching it sooner. Absolutely magnificent television show. If you're into British drama series, this is perfect for you. Because what it does is it has a main character, and it kind of builds around them. So it's a main character called Raza Shah, who lives with his mum, dad, and little brother. And he's kind of trying to figure out life, he's trying all these different jobs. And he gets approached by this policeman named Gabe, who's paid by Paddy Considine, who, if you don't know, he was Viserys in House of Dragon, another great show. So I had actually watched this. So this is before he even got that role, and he's just a phenomenal actor. He's the type of actor that anything I would see him in, I would automatically watch because he plays a great role here. And then he has his partner in the police is called Holly, and she's kind of the new kind of naive person, which creates a great dynamic. So he's like the leader, like he's the experienced one, and she's the inexperienced one, and he's trying to teach her certain things, but it's kind of at the same point where she kind of second guesses some of what his teachings are, because you pull back the mask and you realize on the surface this guy maybe isn't as good as he seems, and he basically gets Raza, who's kind of coerced into working undercover for them, basically being an informant, as I said, informer, and basically collecting information about criminal activity in his neighborhood, which puts him at huge risk, by the way, huge risk throughout the series. It always feels like he's dangling above a swimming pool, because he's basically just being used as this tool and this vehicle to get information without any real regard for his safety. And the ending is, so it revolves around this one event. So I think every episode opens with a different perspective of this one event that happens. And it's basically putting the puzzle together to get, okay, this event, how did it happen? Who was behind it? And when it happens, your jaw drops, because you do not see, when I tell you, you do not see the twist at the end of the show coming. You do not see it coming. Trust me, I'm not over exaggerating. You will not see it coming. Absolutely, just mind. It takes you in a completely different direction than you're expecting. And I think that makes it a great TV show, subverting expectations. But I think really what it comes down to is the performances, the writing, which is top notch, the character crafting, the world building in terms of the environment. And as I said, the protagonist just always feels like he's seconds away from getting caught out, and it makes you feel for him a lot of the time, because, he's doing this, to protect his family, to help his family. I won't tell you the reason as to why, because it will be a spoiler. But you really do feel for the guy. And by the end, it's just, it takes a lot out of you, because by the end, you're just so just sad for everybody involved. Let me know what you think. We can have a discussion. I'd really like to engage in a discussion with you guys on these film and TV series. This is Malachi signing out. Screen Talk family, it's been a pleasure.
Yes, guys, your boy MK from Screen Talk. Yes. Finally, I know it's been a minute, but come on, let's get into this, man. You guys are going to be seeing a lot more of these recommendations from me, you feel me? Just going to get straight into it. Swagger. Apple TV, go rinse that shit right now, season 1 and 2. Jace Carson, the motherfucking MVP. That's my boy. Let me just give that a quick rundown for those who haven't watched it yet. It's about Jace Carson. He's like a high school sensation when it comes to basketball. He's a sensation. And it's just one of them shows, like, you watch it and it's like, it's like All-American before all the neighborhood hero shit, you get me? But it's so like, the storyline, the pressure he's on him, it's something crazy in it. Like, me personally, anyway, I didn't get hooked on it straight away. A couple episodes in, I was like, you fucking dumb. And if you're a basketball fan, it's based, or loosely based on the experiences of Kevin Durant, man. Come on, what more could you ask for? Realistically, what more could you ask for? It's one of them ones where you're just thinking, like, we've got a good one on our hands here. And if it doesn't go down this Spencer James, I'm a neighborhood hero shit, we're looking at a 6 season banger, all time on it, especially when it comes to the sports drama section with black people.
I love black excellence, you feel me? I love that kind of shit. This is why the second show I'm about to recommend, for my UK people especially, the first one was for my American. Y'all feel me? You feel my, come on, y'all feel me for real? This second one I'm about to recommend for my UK people, Champion. BBC iPlayer, go watch the fuck out of that. If you ain't got a TV license, go watch that shit. Trust me, feel me. Two siblings. Oh, Empire meets London. Empire meets South. Come on, man. Empire meets South. That's how it is. It's a show that you're enticed in. Like, I can't stop watching it. I need a season 2 ASAP. What? The storyline? The music? Big up Dawn, man. Big up Dawn. Bro, it's a different thing. Like, you get hooked in it. And it's one of them shows, man. Stay away from the bad accidents. Just 1 minute. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Billions. Let's talk about. You see, when I watch Billions, I'm in my white. I don't even know if I can see. I'm in my white boy era. You get me? I got the tie on. I got the fucking cufflinks. You get me? I've got all that shit on. I'm watching it, glasses on. Like, and then I'm going on Google saying, how do I make money? Bosh. It's a show. If you haven't watched Billions on Showtime or Xbox or 123 Movies, you feel me? Go watch it now. Just go watch it now. Literally, my boy Axe. Oh, I'm so fucking happy he's coming back, right? You had your time, Mike, but you know, it's okay. But yeah, my boy Axe, listen, he's a jolting. And he's coming back. Damian Lewis, I love you. Obviously, we know why he left. Personal reasons, right. If you know, and they don't. My boy, Damian Lewis, fucking love you, bro. Fucking love you. Every piece of my heart. And I'm so happy you're back. Because Chuck, Axe, season 7, final season, you feel me? You dig me? White boy wasted. White boy fucking wasted. If you like Succession, watch it. If you like Dynasty, watch it. If you like that white shit, that red shit, go watch that shit now. Come on, man. The guy's not playing. From MK, let me summarize. Swagger. Jace Carson, baby. Jace Carson. Ain't everyone got a Carson, just Carson. Show me. Champion. Let me not start rapping. Billions? We'll make that next video. I promise you guys, no more technical difficulties. I promise you guys. But obviously, this is it from me. Those are my 3 recommendations. MK, you guys are gonna get to know me a lot more. Just watch out, man. Screentalk, we're up, man. You feel me?
Yo guys, alright, I've got some Screentalk recommendations for you guys. Couple shows I think you should all just check out. First one is called Lost in Space. Now, I stumbled across this show a couple years ago on Netflix, and I was blown away by how good it actually is. Like, it's a sci-fi show. It deals with like space colonies, but also aliens and robots, and the lore aspect that they weave into like the human aspect of the show is just really good. And the visuals, like, especially season 2, I remember being pretty blown away by how good the visuals are for a show like that. So yeah, check it out. It's on Netflix. It's pretty good. Second one, also on Netflix. In fact, all 3 shows are on Netflix, so it's pretty easy to find. But Shadow and Bone. Now, I know this is based on a book series, but I haven't read it, so I can't tell you if it's accurate or not. The actual series, I'm currently watching season 2. Season 1 was just really good. The antagonist and protagonist. There's twist as well to the whole thing that they weave really well into the whole show. It's just really well done. The way that they're able to like world build as well gets you invested into kind of the larger sort of politics and aspects of the show. It's a little similar to The Witcher, and I guess Game of Thrones in that aspect, but it's its own thing at the same time. So yeah, check it out.
My first TV show is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Now, this TV show is quite brilliant on the comedy aspect. The jokes, they just bang every single time. Never fails to make me laugh. It's also got very high drama, very high stakes, because obviously it's a TV show about like, you know, police officers. So it's got high stakes when they have to deal with some like crazy boss, but they blend it really well with the comedy aspect and even the romance aspect as well. There's so much different like
segments of the show, and it's just like they all intertwine, and it's all just like really good, and it's just like, oh, this is like a perfect sitcom. And Andy Samberg, wow. Guys, I couldn't recommend this enough. Go and watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine if you haven't already. I believe it is on Netflix, so for those of you who have Netflix, please go and take a look at Brooklyn Nine-Nine if you haven't already. Absolutely brilliant, 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 brilliant show.
Yo guys, it's your boy Zell here with Screen Talk, here to give my recommendations. The TV I'm gonna recommend Mindhunter. I just like crime shows, you know, it's a serious show. It's based on a true story, somewhat. Again, the writing, the characters, the plot of the show it's always intriguing. So
my number one recommendation whenever anyone asks me for a recommendation is for a TV show that I really love, I grew up watching, and when I got older I watched it in full multiple times. And whenever anyone asks me for my recommendation, this is my number one, and anyone I've ever given this to, they've always gone on to love it as well. And it is called Scrubs. It came on E4 for all my UK people out there. In the late 2000s, it was on all the time, and I used to watch it with my older sister, but then when I got older, really fell into it myself. It's a show that ran from 2001 to 2010 originally. Just forget season 9, don't worry about season 9, even though it's alright, but season 1 to 8, that's where the real magic is. And yeah, it's a sitcom kind of show, and it's about these doctors. It starts from like the main character's first day, and it goes on, and he develops relationships, his best friends who are also doctors, different types of doctors and stuff, and the problems they go through, the patients, experiencing death. Yeah, and apparently it's quite realistic as well. I've seen other doctors react to the show, say it's quite realistic as well. Yeah, and that's a really, really good show, I feel like. And you can probably find that show on Disney Plus if you guys are interested in that show. Now, on to the next one. It's a show I just started recently, just dropped on UK Netflix, and it is called Gossip Girl. This show ran from 2007 to 2012, and it's good TV. It's good TV. I had a few family members who watched it originally, but wow, it's just good. It's just good TV. So very teen drama-y. If you're into teen drama, I do appreciate it from time to time. Very, very dramatic, and it's about these upper-class 16-year-olds, even though they act like they're 25, just going through relationships, going through problems, going through life. There's classism, there's love, there's this, there's that, and it's just really, really, it's good. Like, it's a good show to have on. You really start to you start to like certain characters, start to hate certain characters as well. So yeah, I found that was really, really good TV. Like, I'm watching it recently, just started, UK Netflix, type in. And yeah, those are my 3 Screen Talk recommendations. Oh, where you can find Mystery Men, you can find Mystery Men on Amazon Prime. Unfortunately, this one you're going to have to pay for. I think it's about £3.50. I think you also find it on YouTube for a similar price as well. And yeah, those are my 3 recommendations: Scrubs, Gossip Girl, and Mystery Men.
And my last show, an animated series. It's technically a Netflix anime, but I don't really think it counts if it's on Netflix. I'll be raw. But we have Blood and Zeus. Now, if you're into Greek mythology or just mythology in general, definitely a show that you should check out. The way that they actually deal with the ramifications of Zeus's actions throughout the eons and like all the dynamics between the gods and stuff is just really well done. It has a nice sort of spin on the Titans as well, which aren't always touched upon. Yeah, it's just really well done. It's quite short and only 8 episodes. I hear a season 2 is coming out, so it's worth getting invested into. It's just a great show overall. So yeah, they're all on Netflix. Blood of Zeus, Shadow and Bone, Lost in Space. Yeah, check them out.
And the final one will be none other than the GOAT. What I've been doing, Bleach. I have to switch into anime because I'm an anime guy, man. I can't just end this with no anime. So, my last recommendation is Bleach. Go watch Bleach. Yes, the first Bleach, I think it's 366 episodes. It's a bit long. However, there's stuff like One Piece exists, so you can't really complain. But go watch Bleach. I'm telling you, the new 6,000 year blood, wool, blood, aqua, blood, whatever you want to call it, is the best I've ever seen. Bleach, and maybe any anime ever. It is fantastic, and I truly, truly do recommend that you should do that. So you should go ahead and get that done. Go watch it. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. You will not have any issues with it. It will be the best thing you've ever done. Go watch Bleach. Go enjoy it. And yeah, just go watch the fillers. Fillers are great. You see Ichigo in different forms. Obviously, Bleach, then knows about Ichigo Kurosaki, who ends up coming Soul Reaper. So Shinigami, they call it. He's forced to take on the mantle because obviously he ends up having to protect his family, and it's just about his journey. Definitely go check that out because why wouldn't you? Like, I'm telling you, best series of the summer could be best of the entire year. So do not miss out. I'm letting you know right now. Don't miss out on Bleach. You just can't miss out on Bleach because I don't want to start hearing that everyone's trying to hop on the Bleach wagon there. No, don't miss out on Bleach. Bleach is now Disney Plus, of course, the old one and the new one. So get on there, go watch it. If you don't have it, you know where else you can watch it.
I think is a very good entry into the world of anime, and it's called Haikyuu. It follows a team of volleyball players who are in a high school, and effectively they're the runts. They're the runt of the litter. They're very much bottom of the barrel team, but the series is about how they learn how to work together better. They learn how to come together as a team and then just improve and just silence all the naysayers. It's a very good feel-good series that I think personally will resonate with a lot of people, right? It has a lot of lessons regarding, again, teamwork, perseverance, just the idea of never giving up and, subverting expectations, shattering people's expectations. There's a lot of, it's very down to earth. It's very emotional, but not like sad emotional, more like, you really, really want to root for these main characters.
For free cabarets, TV, anime, and gaming. I'm gonna start with anime. My recommendation is Bungu Stray Dogs. Serious anime, man. I like the writing, the power system, the animation, the characters. Like, serious, man. One of my favorite animes. Can't lie. Even the manga.
Now, onto my video game recommendation. I will definitely 100% recommend you to go and watch God of War. One thing I will say about God of War is that when it came out, I didn't know about it personally, like the one that came out on recent, so PlayStation 4. I didn't know about it recently. I didn't know about it until last year. And I'll be real, when I found out about God of War, it was a game that I could not stop playing. I completed the game the first time, and guess what? I completed it again. And guess what? I completed it again. And after that, and you get the idea. Let me tell you something about God of War. If you love storytelling, if you love action, if you love world building kind of games, God of War is one of the best games out to play. And there is also the sequel to God of War, which is called God of War Ragnarok, which is absolutely way better than the first one. And it makes no sense because I don't understand how you can create a better game than the first God of War. So I do urge you 100% play that game if you have not played it. Because it changed me. I do urge you to go and play God of War. It's an amazing game, and I promise you will not be wasting your time. And yeah, that's been my recommendations. And before I go, I'm gonna rename them for you. So my film, The Grey Man, the video game, God of War, and the TV show, Only Murders in the Building. Peace.
And the last thing I'm going to recommend is a video game. And that's, well, I'm sure a lot of people have played this, but it's just one that's been very, very near and dear to my heart for the past few years. That's Ghost of Tsushima. If you love Assassin's Creed, right, and if you love like samurai lore and that sort of stuff, and you're into things like katanas and sword fighting, even if you're like into games like the Souls series, I think Ghost of Tsushima is a great pickup. I believe there is a sequel coming along. I'm going to need to confirm that. It's one that I think a lot of people can have a really good time with. It's got some beautiful visuals. Even just moving around in that game feels special. But that you just want to stop, look around, and take a picture or a screenshot every chance you get, it's a great experience.
My last thing I'm going to recommend to you lot is a video game, and it's been one of my favorites since it came out in 2019, early 2019, Apex Legends. This is, I'm not going to say your bog standard Battle Royale, because it's not. It takes Battle Royale to the next level, do you get? Like, I'm not going to say think anything, because it's entirely its own game. Obviously, yes, the game came from the Titanfall franchise, and technically it was supposed to be the Titanfall 3 that we never got, but if you are a fan of the Titanfall series, then this game serves as a very, very good sequel to what could have been after that Titanfall 2 storyline. And it takes place in the form of a Battle Royale. And I think Apex Legends, well, Respawn, have done something that actually hasn't been done before with the Battle Royale game. And that's to tell a very, very sophisticated story through all the different legends that you see introduced into the game. Obviously, if you haven't played Apex Legends before, Apex Legends, like I said, is a Battle Royale game. Obviously, last team standing wins, yada, yada, yada. But all the individual legends that you pick in the game have their own different set of abilities. And all these different abilities come with the backstory. Do you get? Like, all of these guys, like, have come up from, like, somewhere. Do you get? The most famous one, probably, I say, the Wraith backstory. They call it the Stories from the Outlines. They drop like these little shorts in their YouTube channel, which are really, really amazing, by the way. So well thought out. The animation is also beautiful. I always say, if Apex Legends gets a TV show, then I will be there no matter what, because that will be a great, great show. Not gonna lie. Anime, I don't even care if it's an anime, to be honest. I don't care whatever animated style you give me. Just give me an Apex Legends animated TV show, because the story, guys, I can't even begin to stress enough how good the story is. And you guys, if you need to go and play Apex Legends, you can play Apex Legends anywhere. You can play it on your PlayStation, your Xbox, your PC, your Nintendo Switch, it's there. You could have played it on mobile, but they took it down. The mobile version was so good. It was so good, but unfortunately they've taken it down from all stores now. Can't remember why, to be honest, but yeah, there's that. But Apex Legends, probably the best Battle Royale game out right now. So, Apex Legends, I would say, yeah, that is my video game recommendation. Yeah. If you enjoyed this, make sure to keep screen talking. Again, you guys know me. I don't know how to do outros, so I'm just gonna stop it here before things continue to get awkward. So, yeah.
Gaming. I'm a serious gamer, so there's a lot of options, but I can't lie, the Detroit Become Human, that's one I really would recommend, because it's a story game, but the way you can play is, like, you can complete the story, and then if you play it again, you can have a completely new experience, because every decision you make matters and, like, literally alters the game. So, I don't know, there's not a lot of games like that where you have like the complete power to decide how the game goes, you know. And of course you can go back, you can make different decisions and stuff like that. So it's a cool experience in my opinion. Those are what I recommend. There's many more, but you know, those are my top 3. So let me know what you guys think. Keep screen talking. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
I'm here to recommend my new favorite game that I recently played called Shifu. And this game, this game is not for the casual. The people who love Elden Ring, Sekiro, Neo, Devil May Cry, just any action games, this game is for you guys. So I'm going to give a quick synopsis of the story. So the story boggles down to seek revenge on the 5 guys that raided your home and killed your family. And this game is all about martial arts. So you want to feel like Ip Man bodying those guys in karate class in that one scene? This is your game. We got Ouroboros 2, one of my favorite films, one of my favorite action Korean films. We got a saying where it's reminiscent of the final scene in Kill Bill as well. Beautiful, beautiful area. We also got countless amazing animations in this game too when it comes to just, you know, swinging your fists, using weapons, the executions as well. The game is phenomenal. This game also has a unique aging mechanic where when you die, you get older and older. So in game, you'll see a character grow old, you know, back's not doing too good, knees are getting weaker. Your health bar actually gets lower as well, so it just shows a path of revenge has its drawbacks. This game also has a posture system similar to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. If you break an enemy posture, you can mash them up. But if they mash up your posture, you will get destroyed. Frida. She feels a must play for martial arts enthusiasts and action game fans alike, offering a unique and unforgettable gaming adventure. And the game is available on PS5, PC, Xbox, so I'm telling you it's worth it, play it.